Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a new Yu-Gi-Oh video for you guys today. So I have stepped away from Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. I didn't like what the format was, and I focused more on Card Fight Vanguard, especially in my content creation. But if you've been on the channel for a while, you guys know that Cyberdragon is my favorite archetype, and I've always tried to make the deck as competitive as possible. I actually did a series trying to make it more competitive, and I almost topped the regional. But after that, I kind of just slowed down. But now we've gotten 2 new cards announced for Cyberdragon specifically, and I had to check them out. Not only did I want to talk about what they do and what their effects are, but I'm pretty sure I've come up with a going second combo where core plus any cyber monster in the entire deck can end you on Infinity, Seeger, and either Rampage or Twin, which, if you do the math, is an OTK. So we're gonna jump in, we're gonna talk about the cards, and then I'll show you guys the combo that I came up with. Hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh videos on the channel, let me know in the comments. But let's get started. So up first, we've got Cyber Jormungandr. Thought that was cool. So Cyber Jormungandr is a light machine effect monster. 1000 attack, 21 defense. 21 defense is nice because it can be brought back by Naxter. Level 5. Cannot be special summoned or set. Must be special summoned by a card effect. That's nice because it's searchable by Cyber Emergency. Light machine monster can't be normal summoned or set. You can only use this card's name 1 and 2 effects once per turn each, but you can use both of them in the same turn. That's nice. 1, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cyber Dragon effect. Take 1 Cyber Dragon from your deck and either special summon it or equip it to this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except machine monsters. The machine lock is no big deal. We can build around that. The big thing is it special summons itself from the hand for free, and then summons a OG Cyber Dragon from the deck that's 2 level 5s. So that's can already be an Infinity, but we'll talk about that after. Second effect, you can return 1 Cyber Dragon you control to your hand. Add 1 polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. I know that is not the effect people wanted to see. People wanted it to be a power bond searcher, but there's a reason they went with poly. Besides balance, though it can be a little overbalanced based on what some cards do in Yu-Gi-Oh. When I show you guys the combo I came up with, you'll see why it's polymerization, because we don't need power bond for this combo, and we could still just win the game off of core. Now, the second card is Cyberdark Wurm. Dark machine effect monster, 800 attack, 2100 defense, also an extra target. Level 5, that's important. You can only use this card's name's 2 effect once per duel. I hate that it has that restriction, but I get it. That second effect is nuts. And if we could use that every turn, this would be an automatic 3 of. As of now, I think both of these cards are 1-ofs in the deck, and you'll see why when we get to the combo. First effect, this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. Fire. Fire. Like, you can dump this off of just about anything and have a Cyber Dragon to set up to start all your plays. It's really nice. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, and there's another Cyber Machine monster on your field or in your graveyard, you can send 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card. Then you can add 1 Cyber Spell or Trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Bro, this is bonkers. First off, having another Cyber monster, it's Cyber Dragons, the deck. You can send 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard is cost. It cannot be ashed. That is insanity. You could just send a Hertz, get an add back from the drop, or you can send anything to set up your drop. Like, sorry, graveyard, drop is Vanguard, but nuts. And then you can special summon a level 5 body, and then you could add a Cyber Spell or Trap from the drop. One of Cyber Dragon's biggest problems was once you ran out of gas and blew your load, if your opponent lived, you had no follow-up. This gives you an insane follow-up. It sets up your grave, it gets you back Cyber Spell and Traps, and it's a level 5 body because Nova doesn't care about elements. He just cares about attributes. He just cares about having 2 level 5 machines on the board, and they just gave us 2 that can special summon themselves. So they're okay cards, but when I show you this effect, you're gonna realize why they're good. All right, so we're over on Yugioh Omega. This is not my build, at least not yet. I'm gonna refine this and figure it out. This is something I threw together in 5 seconds, mostly for this combo. And yeah, these are our new cards because they're in beta mode on Yugioh Omega, because they obviously haven't been released yet. So I'm setting up to start off with 2 cards in hand, and I'm going to show you guys the whole combo and why I think this combo is kind of bonkers. So give me 1 second. All right, I had to jump through some hoops to be able to go second, but here we are. Now, I'm not joking. This can be done with any cyber monster. Considering what's in our deck, Cyberdark, Chimera, and Cyberdark Claw are the ones you can do this combo with. A little tougher with the other Cyberdarks, but if you're not playing a pure Cyberdark, it doesn't really matter. But we're gonna start off by normal summoning Core. Core's effect to search Horizon, and this is where the combo goes off. This is the point where you can do it with anything. You just need to have any cyber monster in hand. If it wasn't for the fact that Horizon needed to discard from hand, Core could do this shit by himself. But Horizon, we're gonna dump the Naxter in our hand to get to dump Cyberdark Wurm. If you have Cyberdark Claw in hand, you can still do it. You just gotta jump through some more hoops. You would send Claw, add Realm, play Realm, add Chimera, and then you play this to dump Chimera, because then Chimera's effect could send Wurm. Or if you have Chimera, you can just dump Chimera. But now we're gonna play Cyberdark Horizon. We're gonna dump the Naxter in hand. We could just straight up dump Wurm, so if you open up Chimera, it's okay, you can still do the combo. But in this case, we're gonna dump Chimera, which is going to add us Jormungandr. And then we're gonna dump Eternity because he's still the best dump. And then we're going to activate Chimera just to get Wurm into the drop. Like I said, you don't have to send Chimera, you could just straight send Wurm. I just did it for style points. But now we're going to link into our new Link 1, Clockwork Knight. Now I know we're not using Clockwork Knight's effect to search, but remember that this is a 1.5 card combo that's going to allow us to do all this. So you still have, since it's a going second combo, you're going to still have 4 other cards to mess with. So you could have opened up Cyberdark Realm, you could have opened it into Clockwork Knight. This is just the bare bones. But there's a reason we went into Clockwork Knight, because we wanted to get a Cyber Dragon in grave that we can leave in grave, and we wanted another machine on the board. Now that we have the machine, our opponent has a monster, we can summon Jormungandr from hand with its effect. Bang. Special summon a Cyber Dragon from the deck. Bang. We're gonna activate Jormungandr's effect. We're gonna bounce this Cyber Dragon back to hand. We're gonna add Polymerization. And then we could special summon from grave if we could special summon the Naxter from grave or the Chimera. I forgot that Clockwork Knight has that second effect. So this combo is even better because we can Chimera, ditch Poly, get Power Bond, go nuts. But again, that's ideal situations. We're not playing ideal situations right now. We're going to activate Wurm's effect. Wurm is going to dump Hertz to summon Wurm, and then we're going to add Horizon back to hand. Now it doesn't have to be Horizon. You can add back any cyber spell or trap. So if say you use an emergency to get to core, you can add back emergency. Doesn't matter. Then we're gonna activate Hertz's effect. We're gonna add back. We could add back Naxter, but again, we're pretending it's in the worst case scenario. So we're gonna add back core. Now we're gonna overlay into Infinity. Well, we're gonna overlay into Nova first. Bang. Activate card or effect. No. We're gonna activate Nova's effect, special summon from grave. Now we could detach Wurm, and we could special summon Wurm. So if we had another little 5 to summon, we could make, more stuff. Remember, we are locked into machines as well. That's why I have the whole extra deck as machines. But now we're gonna go into Infinity. We have a Cyber Dragon on board with a machine monster, so we're gonna link these two into Seeger. Bang, bang. And then we're gonna play Polymerization for Rampage. And just those two, we get to pop 2 in the back row. And now we're going to eat their monster. I know it's a dummy AI, but it's just the point that I was able to do that off of like nothing. We'll dump these, why not? And then we just proceed to battle phase. We're gonna activate Seeger, pump up Rampage, and punch for game. So that's the combo. That's a 2-card combo, 1.5, because again, you don't need anything specific besides core or emergency and any other cyber monster, at least in this version of the deck. And you could just immediately go for it. Now, I could also have made Heals Valrogue. I hope I said that right. Because This card is obviously a great negate. You can banish one face-up light machine monster or two from the grave to negate a spell or trap card. So you could have had this plus Infinity plus Seeger, also possible. I still have to figure out what we could do going first. But the fact that I was able to figure out what these two could do together was real nice. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a random 5-card hand and see what I can come with going first. This is not great. But this gets us core. Core will get us... We don't have a cyber monster, which is unfortunate. We'll go into Clockwork. We don't need them now, but it's just nice to have. Realm. Grab Chimera. Normal summon Chimera. Chimera effect. Gonna ditch Clockwork Knight. So we might have to squeeze Therion King because this could have got us Therion King right now. Activate effects, special summon. Activate effects. Dump Wurm. Wurm effects. Dump Hurts. Special summon. Add back. The fact that we are still getting pluses is pretty nice. But again, this is like off a worse hand. If we had had any Cyber Monster, we could have ended up grabbing Horizon and done a whole different combo. Let's see what we got here. Let's play Power Bond. Let's go. Oh yeah, I can use my grave. Shit. So actually, let's go Chimera. Let's use a Cyber Dragon in hand. Hurts Engrave. Call that. Bang. No, we're not going to pop anything. We are going to overlay into Infinity. Well, it's a Nova first off. This is me figuring this out on the fly. I still have 4 cards in hand, which is insane for Cyber Dragon. We're going to detach Wurm. Special summon Cyber Dragon. Overlay into Infinity. Why not? Oh, never mind. We can overlay into Seeger. And that gives me options. Now, again, this was off the cuff, no thought whatsoever. And I still was able to come up with Infinity plus a Seeger with 4 cards in hand. And then we would set the overflow. We still have emergency for next turn. We have an Ash and a triple tactics town, which we would have used if our opponent had given us reason to use it. You know what? We can actually just absorb this. Bam. I was going to end on this. I probably would have banished a different card than the Hurts, and then I would have added the Hurts so I can get, you know, core back from the grave. But this was first draft. I haven't really refined the deck at all, and you guys saw what I was able to do going second and now able to do going first. It's really not bad. These cards are kind of solid. I think Wurm is better than Jormungandr, even though it's once per duel. It does allow you to use the effect going first, which is a big deal. But I hope that this video gives you guys some ideas. Let's cook as a community. Let's figure out how we can make Cyber Dragon able to keep up with the meta. I'm going to keep on messing with this, keep on refining it, and hopefully I find some other combos, because really that going second combo is nice, but if we can get a solid going first combo too, we might have something here, especially with side deck cards, you know, other stuff we can mess with. But let me know what you guys thought of the video down in the comments. Let me know how you guys feel about the new cards, the combos. If you guys want to check me out on social media, those links will be down below. If you guys want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh content from me, I'm happy to jump back in with Cyberdark and start really cooking again. Maybe we'll do some Yu-Gi-Oh streams, but you guys gotta let me know in the comments. That's it for me, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.